Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day to everyone, especially to my Viva panels. So for today, as you can see, I'm going to present my academic project one, title Social Media Forensics. But to be detailed, it is something that location detector by using image metadata system. My name is Muhammad Hazman Izzuddin bin Marizam, a final year student for Bachelor's in Information Technology in Multimedia, and my supervisor for this academic project is Tan Sri Dr. Ainuddin Wahid bin Abdul Wahab. Okay, let's go for the introduction first. For as we know, before the digital camera was created, so the people's or photographers before is using an old old camera. So this old camera, basically when you try to snap a pictures, and it will give an output of film. So normally people before, when they take a pictures, after that they got the film, and they will take a pen and note down all the informations, all the details that they see or they do during they take the pictures. So for example, before, if they take a pictures, they will jot down like their camera settings, such as the aperture, the ISO, their shutter speed, all of that information, because they want to see like this setting is for these pictures. But other than that, some photographers also maybe they jot down like the date of the pictures taken. You can see in the pictures I put here, there's a date in this film. Okay, and some of us maybe, or some of them maybe also jot down the location of the pictures, so that they know, oh, these pictures, when they see, oh, this is from this place, this is from this place on this date, so they know where and when the pictures is taken. But nowadays we have a digital camera that have a capability to do all of that automatically, and it will be stored in one data that we call as exchangeable image file format, or the shorter one we call as Exif data. Next, we go into the problem statements. So the photographers, most of photographers actually, they choose to retain this EXIF data because it contain an important information for them. Because if you are photographers, then you will want this information, because in that information, in the EXIF data, it contains the settings, camera settings, and also it can also put their copyright if in the EXIF data, if like you make like your name Abu, and then you are the photographers. So when you taking a pictures, you know your settings, like this light, this angle, something like that, this is your style, and people will know, oh, this picture is taken by Abu. Maybe if you are famous one, maybe they will know without knowing the data, because, oh, I know this is Abu's work, something like that. And also if you are not the famous one, also you can embed it, the copyright in your Exif data in the image, because you can put it the copyright like your name Abu there. So people who use the picture or see the picture, if they try to see the Exif data, they know, oh, this is Abu's work, so people will know. But we also need to know that this information from Exif data also contain too much information, such as GPS location. It's not limited to GPS only, because it can also have your date of taken pictures and GPS info, and also your model camera, something like that. So it will expose a people location for most situation, because we have the coordinate, the longitude and latitude. The second problem is the Exif data also contain sensitive information. Like I said before, it's a GPS location, and also personal information where it can be lead to a crime. If this information only expose locations, it is okay, but maybe some people are not interested with your location, something. But if you are like a target for a person, like you want to be kidnapped, something, a target you for a kidnap case, so this information they get from your pictures will be used to get to get some advantage to on you. Like we know, oh, he live in here, so the murderer or the kidnapper or the stalker can get around your house, something like that, try to watch you from the far and try to take advantage when you are alone, something like that. It may happen, so it can lead for to a crime. But we also need to know, as I said before, my title is social media forensic. So people mostly upload their pictures or photos online. Like so for especially mostly they will upload at their social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Flickr, something like that. So we need also, from my reading, I read that some of social media, not all, some, they are going some of the social media, they actually try to strip off this exif data from the image when the people are uploading online. So if these people uploading, for example, I think Facebook try to strip off the exif data. So if these people uploading their image on online and Facebook, something like that, so if you try to download the pictures, you will not get the information of these people, because Facebook already separate the data with the image, and the data was stored in other place, so it will be hard for people to take advantage on you. That's a good things for some of social media. So next we go for the objective of this project. So the objective of project is to use this data from Exif to track someone location at a specific time by using the metadata from Exif, because it is possible to get this information. As I said before, if you try to extract or get to image from the social media such as Facebook, we will not get the Exif data, but it's still possible to get it by using some coding or programming works. So this project is try to get that Exif data that was separate from the image, and from that we will get to track people location and also their specific time, because we will also embed the time of the pictures was taken. And the second objective is to validate a photographer artwork, camera setting, and also copyright. So this happen like this A person is going to taken a pictures, and they say that this is my pictures, but then there's a person B who said that this is my pictures. So who is the owner of the pictures? So from that we can use this system to validate who is the real owner of the picture, because if the pictures put the copyright in that image, it will be embedded in the Exif data, and we can see that. So we're going to the stakeholder. For this project, I have collaborated with Tuan Muhammad Saud Ayutullah. He is from SPRM, Suruhanjaya Pencegah Rasuah Malaysia, or we call as Malaysia Anti-Corruption Academy. So I have emailed him to ask to be my stakeholder and also to collaborate with me for this project. We have some I already asked some questions to get to know about the cyber security or the authorities system that already exists, something like that. And I also have a group discussion with Tuan Muhammad Saud and also Dr. Ainuddin, my supervisor, together on how to improve this project to another level. So for now, my idea is just to extract an image metadata, and then we will locate the person location by using the metadata. But there are more idea after some discussion that some Tuan Muhammad Saud suggest if you can also track the people's pictures are edited or not, something like that. Also, Dr. Ainuddin suggest me if I can do something like we can track the IP or IMEI for that picture, from that picture. So it is I'm trying to solve the main idea that I want. Then we will go, if there's time, I will try to do some advance of this for this project. Okay, next we're going to the literature review. For the literature review, for the existing system, I have looked around and do some Google online, and I find that there are actually many what we call as Exif tools that use to extract image metadata. But most of them is not proper. Some of them not actually can be used. Some written error, and also some did not have user interface. So it'll be hard for people who don't have programming background or coding background. It will be hard for them to use the system. But this from this system from Brandfolder by Smartsheet has a good one. So I put here for a reference. So you can see you can click actually from the link here, https brandfolder.com workbench extract metadata, and you can look around at the system itself, where it's actually a simple system actually, where you just need to click on the these things, and you can choose pictures that you want to upload. So after that, it will be extract the metadata, and you can just copy the metadata, something like that. It's just simple. So I get the idea to make more than that. So like I want to add some, also try to combine with Google Maps for the locator, so we can easily use the system without like using this and then we go to the Google Maps, something like that. I don't want that. I want it was combined in one system. So next, literature review. This is from article. It says that Exif data can be a gold mine of information that people don't realize they are sharing every day, says Jonathan Rejewski. So what's mean is people actually nowadays, they are not educated, or they are not they most of them are not know about this type of information that they are sharing every day, because I think people without IT background, they must not know what is Exif data. Is Exif data is really exists, they maybe not know about that. So when they are sharing their photos like using Bluetooth or WhatsApp, something like that, they are not realizing that what they are sharing is not just a photo, but also their information that was embedded behind the image. So this is very critical that people not know before. So this is very dangerous, that people should take note before they are try to share a photo. And next, literature review. This also from an article from hackernoon.com. It says that Exif information actually can be deleted, and that is often the case when uploading a copy of the image. This means we as a user, we actually can delete it by ourselves. We can just disable for our cameras to save all the information, so that when we take a pictures, the camera will not save the data behind. So it will be better and safe. But some of us, like photographers, they might need that. So we can close something that is not important, such as location or GPS, something. So we can just disable that GPS or location, so that all we have in that Exif data is just the camera setting, something like that. And also it says in this article, actually sites like Facebook actually strip the Exif metadata of the image. This means social media actually, they try to separate the image metadata from the original image. And from my reading and some through some article and research paper, I know that actually they are not all the social medias nowadays separate or strip off the Exif metadata from the image. Actually, they are just some. For example, I can give like Shopee, they are not strip the Exif metadata. Instagram, they really do to try to separate the metadata. Facebook, Twitter, I'm not sure. So actually, as I can say, they are not all the social medias that really spread the metadata. So this is dangerous for some people when they're uploading at the sites that are not separate this metadata. So we need to be careful on this. Next, for the methodology, I choose to use the waterfall SDLC model because this is really suitable with my project, where we start with the requirement analysis, where this phase I actually just do some research and analysis to know what kind of information or what kind of things that I need to put in my system. So This analysis I do also with some survey from Google Forms, and also get some ideas from my supervisor and also stakeholder. So after I know all the analysis and get what requirement that I need to do, what I need for this project, we go to the design phase, where in this design phase actually I did the yearly sketch of the system. So I sketch the system so that when I do the coding, I can refer to the sketch. And also I already have the prototype for this project, so also can be used to refer when I do the implementation coding. So the next step is the implementation phase. This is the step where I am right now, where right now I'm doing a subunit of code. As I can say, for now, my idea is to have the extractor, which is to extract the metadata, and the locator, which is to locate the people's location. So there are two units that needed for to coding, and also the last one is the for the user interface. This will be made at the last, so that after that I can combine these two subunits into the user interface to be in one system. And for now, I already do the coding for the extractor. So the extraction metadata already done, but need to be improved. But the locator is not done yet. It will be made later. And after this, it will bring for the deployment, where after all the system is finished and combined together, it will be deployed. And my stakeholder and also supervisor will try to look at it and try to test it, the system, whether it is good and can be used or not. And after that, we will do have some maintenance if there are some bugs need to be fixed later, or some updates that will be fixed later. Okay, next we're going to the next part, which is the project requirement. So for the project requirement, we have two types, which is functional and non-functional requirement. For the functional requirement, the system must have the map layout, because I said before we have extractor and also locator. So for the locator, I plan to use the Google Maps API and embed it in my system, so that I can use the Google Maps API to track people location. And next is the image uploader. So for this image uploader, the system must enable user to choose some type of image format. For now, I plan to get only JPEG, JPEG, JPG, and also RAW, because this is actually the raw type of image file format from camera for most. So I try to focus on this type of image file format first. And then the third functional requirement is for the Exif data extraction. The system must retrieve all possible Exif data that existed in the image, because some data might have been deleted or not recorded. But for this system, we try our best to get all the data that can be retrieved from the image. Next, we're going to the non-functional requirements. So there are two, which is the user-friendly. So it said that the system should not be too complex, so that for the new user to use this system, it will be easy for them without complex user guides. And it should be responsive too, because sometimes when we try to run more pictures, more image in this system, it may be crash or lagging, something like that. So it should not be happen. So it should be responsive with the user action. For the next, we're going for the analysis and design. So this is the design, not the sketch. This is the design that I do using the Figma. So this is actually the extractor. As you can see, there's tab here, so this shows this extractor. And next step is the locator. Here you can see the locator. So this is the Google Maps API that I said before, and you can try to locate the coordinate using the coordinate here. So next, are we going for the technical implementation? So as I said before, I already done the extractor part, which is to extract the possible Exif metadata that exists in the image. So this coding is actually I try to get from some Google's this, but it's actually turned to error. So I need to do some what we call adjustment, and I need to repair it. So this is the final. Still some coding that I do for myself. Actually, like this part, the top part, but the below one actually is, this one is from the what we call, from the website. Okay, so from this image I have tried to run with one image. I tried to run image with my own image that I took from my mobile camera, but it returns there are no Exif data that appears. So I try to go for Google some example image that contains Exif data and try run. It actually works. This code is actually works. So I try to find out what happens, but still did not find the solution about this. So this is the output by using the image from the Google. So you can see it will be print out all the data that exists in the image. So you can see there are the resolution unit, Exif offset, and you can know what type of model the photographers use. So you know, oh, this photographer used this camera, Fujifilm camera. And also, as I said before, Tuan Saud Ayatollah said they asked me if this system can detect there is some touch or some editing using in the picture. So after run the code, actually we can extract that data. As you can see in the software part, it will show you GIMP 2.4.5. so this is actually like editing tools for photographer that is been using in this image. So we know, oh, this image is edited by using this software, so you can know from this data. So you know the date time. So it was taken on 31 July 2008 on 4:49 p.m. and this is other is like pictures resolution and something like that. And also you can see here there is the copyright. So this is where I said that if you are a photographer and you want to put your copyright, so you can just embed it in your pictures here. So like in your camera you can setting this is Abu's pictures or artwork. So you can, when you take picture, it will already embed here copyright Abu's picture. So if you don't want, just delete it. So that's all for the technical implementation for coding, and doing this using PyCharm, which means I using the Python to run this code. Next, we're going for the demonstration of the prototype. So this is the prototype for this system, the idea. So it's simple idea, like we have these two tab like extractor and also locator here. So if we go for the locator here, we can upload an image. Like click on here and choose image from our device. I want to choose here. It will be upload here, and then we can click on this button to extract the image. So all the data taken will be here. So you can see the date taken, the dimension, width, height, bit depth, color scheme, the GPS, the longitude, latitude, the camera model, something like that. And we just copy the location. So it will copy this data in type of that we can use it for the locator. So just click on this locator tab and just paste it in here. So we can click on this search button and it will bring you where this pictures is taken. So from that we can, oh, this picture was taken here. So that is the rough idea for this project. Thank you.